Hey everybody, I just wanted to put up a video about this look right here. I haven't been able to really get excited about, you know, my makeup or anything like that, getting ready, because I actually destroyed, for lack of better words, my leg. I had to have ankle ORIF surgery. I know there are a lot of tutorials out there about black or brown smoky eye, but this is how I do mine. So if you like this look, please keep watching. This is just my regular foundation routine. I do foundation, and then I do my concealer and my contour and blush and highlight, and I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward through this part so we can get to the smoky eye and brow routine. Temptation brow definer from Maybelline, and it looks like this. It's got a little spoolie on the end, so you can see it, and it's got a defined tip, and follow the natural bottom of my brow and bring it up a little bit where the where it's kind of bald right there, and then I'm just going to bring it out just a little bit, and that is just the first step. So if you want to spoolie the ends, just to blend everything nicely, you can. And then my next step is I take the contour kit that I use for basically everything, and I use the last two colors and blend those together to get my perfect shade. And you know, I have no dark hair right now, so, and then I just put that powder in my eyebrow, and it will stay until I take it off at night. This process I do right here will stay through anything. After I put Urban Decay makeup setting spray on it, it will stay if I go through a rainstorm. So I don't have to worry about anything coming off when I do that. And then I usually take that same contour palette, and I take this lightest color and this banana color, and go around the eyebrow just to carve it out a little bit more and make it more defined, like that. It just makes it look even better than it did. And that is how I do my eyebrows. It's really not that hard. I use the Total Temptation, and I use powder from the contour kit. I like to use that same palette, the Anastasia contour palette. I'm going to use the one I never use. It is right below the brightest shade, and I'm just going to start in that outer third and make big motions. Kind of go in a circle, then I go back and forth. Okay. Circle, back and forth. And everything I do up here, I drag it down here. That is called a transition shade. Boom. Okay, and then I like to also put another shade. I use the Modern Renaissance palette, and I use the Real Gar. I use the Real Gar, and I put that on my brush and just kind of fan it in the corner, and then I pull it all the way to where it's going to be seen in the final look, but it will be very blended by the time I get to that point. Okay, and then I even pull that down to the bottom. Then I'm going to take Cypress Umber, which is that shade. It's right above the Real Gar in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm just going to work that into the outer corner. You see how it's just it's a process of layering all the shades and then doing that same circle and windshield, like windshield wipers, back and forth. That first stamp, you want to really stick it in that corner and then make your circles. And you just keep doing this until you like how dark it is. So I'm going to go into the Maneater palette, and you don't have to use any of these palettes. You can just use different colored palettes that have, you know, a warm shade of orange and a dark brown. So, I mean, you don't have to use any of these palettes. I'm just using these because they're what I have. And I really like the quality of them. So, then I'm going to go into the Maneater palette, and I'm going to get the blackest shade. And this is, my Maneater palette's pretty beat up, but it still really works really well. Anyway, that's so dark. And then if you want to connect it to the bottom, you can. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that same thing. Look how dark that is on this side. That is super dark. Okay. I'm gonna put this color called Foxy from the Maneater palette right there. And then I'm going to make it even more shiny and sparkly by pulling out the Tarteist Glow Pro Glow. And I'm also going to use my finger for that because I just feel, I mean, I know it's a crude tool, but I feel like that is what gives you the most pigment. I haven't found a brush that I like that does that for me, so I'm just going to use my finger. And then I'm going to take that same brush we've been using and buff that color into the shimmer. Now I'm going to take my concealer and I'm going to make a little thing right there. Then I'm going to take a brush. I'm going to pull it down just a little bit. Honestly, if you had any fallout or you had something wrong with your line, it's gone. So I'm gonna do that same thing over here. And I just take my finger and kind of blend that edge away until all I have left is that. And if I have a little area of shadow or something needs a little bit more concealer, then I'll put that there. I have found a new mascara that I really like. It is the Benefit Roller Lash. And this mascara, you can coat the dickens out of your lashes and they are not spidery or anything. I'm trying to talk while I still have my mascara face. Cut my bottom lashes. And with this kind of look, I like to double mascara because, I mean, this is a smoky eye. And still, if you even want it darker, you can, you know, fiddle around right in that area with your brush. But I'm pretty good. And then I'm taking the Superhero. I'm pretty sure it's by It Cosmetics. And I'm just going to go right back over that. I'm not using any false lashes, so I want to get them dark. I'm going to take a L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar, and I'm going to need to use my mirror for that. Go across. The easiest thing to do is that line that you made earlier to clean up all of your debris, whatever you had in there. Follow that and then you'll have a perfect cat eye situation. And that is what you want right there. You take a really, really dark black eyeshadow, I'm taking the Man-Eater one, and go over that. If you want to smoke out the bottom with black, then you would start with brown again. So some truly beautiful faces I'm making here. I'm just going to brighten the under eye area and add a little bit more blush because I need to balance out this situation. Always blend a little bit with the Slightly Dim Beauty Blender. And then I just end everything with my favorite lipstick, which is Creme Cup from MAC. And I would love it if you would like this video and subscribe if you want to see more like it. And thanks so much for watching. Bye, y'all.